Okay. I don't really need headphones for this. I have no idea why I had my headphones on. Hopefully everybody's well this fine evening. I've been frantically trying to get this to work all day. YouTube changed a bunch of stuff around and it destroyed the whole system I have going on. I'm gonna zoom this so hopefully everybody's well on this Monday evening. You know, I was so used to doing live streams on Thursdays. I still go into this thinking it's Thursday. I'm like, hello, Thursday. It's like, no, it's not Thursday. Hello, some of you who are here early. Tyler, Chris, Ben, Jake, Chris. Different Chris. Nate, Old Soul, and Cameron. Hello, everybody. Hopefully everybody's well. We don't really have a whole lot of paintball news to talk about. There's not a whole lot of specific topics. We'll touch on a few things. We have, first we can talk about probably Planet Eclipse stuff and Virtue. They actually pushed out an update. Well, maybe not pushed out an update. They actually talked about an update. We'll talk about that. We're going to do a merch sale. And that's all. Why in the hell does it say is here? I did not type that into the chat. Seriously, did not type that message into the chat. Why did it do that? That's interesting. Weird. So I'm kind of wondering why, like, honestly, I don't know why in the hell it said is here for me. I did not type that. Let's hope it's something? I really don't know what the hell happened there. I don't know. Weird. So, as always, we want to shout out BFP Gear, bfpgear.com. They are the sponsor of these live streams. You can find BFP Gear right there. Right there. Nope, not right there. Right there, bfpgear.com. Black Friday paintball gear is what that stands for. Kinda, you know. It kind of makes sense to do a little bit of a name change there. So bfpgear.com, longtime supporter. So if you like paintball stuff like this, make sure to use one of the links in the description to go over BFP Gear. Buy yourself something. You know, you can get a brand new R5, which I'd probably like to. So thanks BFP Gear, you know, for helping support this channel and allowing this whole entire thing to happen. Yep. What are you guys talking about in here? Don't buy an alias from the fake Nick Sloviak on Facebook. They probably won't. Corey? Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, let's just talk about Planet Eclipse stuff. So, if you guys have been following along a little bit these past 2 months or so, where is my cool little graphic? Bunker King and Virtue have been having problems feeding on the GOR5. We've talked about that a little bit, so it's kind of random. I think it's maybe a little bit not extremely like the same for every single person, you know. I think that every gun might be a little bit different, every hopper might be a little bit different, but they have released a software update for the Spire 5 and the Bunker King Control 2. They're kind of free updates. They just kind of make you pay for shipping. But there's kind of conflicting prices on how much shipping is. It's either going to be $12 or $7 for shipping, but they actually make you put a deposit down that's $40, and then you get your deposit back once they receive your original board, which is good. I mean, at least they're taking care of it and they're allowing this update. If you are going to go to an NXL event, you can actually get your board swapped out for free at any of the NXL tournaments. So kind of what they came to a conclusion of was that the Spire 5 and the Control both use eyes. but they're kind of tuned to maybe work with some of the more modern guns. A lot of the more modern guns, even these spool valve guns, have a very quick cycle rate. So the bolt just goes forward and comes back really quickly. And normally that doesn't matter. But because on the GR5, the cycle is so slow, the bolt moving forward, the gun's actually shooting that paintball and then trying to feed another one, but then it feels the bolt and then it like weirds out, and then the hopper doesn't feed again because it thinks it stopped shooting. That's a very like simple explanation. Jack Wood actually did a live stream over on Facebook where they discussed that it definitely more detail. So there's actually a link in the description that'll take you over to the Facebook live stream where they actually did. Jack went into far more detail than I can here, because it's kind of complicated. It's kind of weird. It involves like the bolt going too slow, and then it also involves two pieces of code within the hoppers that try to take care of like skipped shots or paint bouncing in the stack. So it's kind of like a perfect scenario of maybe the software not being perfectly tuned for one of these slower cycling guns, and then, you know, just a couple things coming together to make it not feed the greatest. And Bunker King are also going to change the raceway on the Control 2. So if you have a Control 2, this might be actually something you want to get. They are... This is the Control 1, so it's obviously a little bit different. But they're changing the actual diameter of the raceway. That's what that's called right there, where the paintballs are actually feeding out of. They always called that the raceway. But they're changing the diameter of that piece so that it actually feeds a little bit more consistently with smaller paint. So in its current configuration, that hole's a little bit too large, I guess. And with very small paint, it's not feeding as consistently as it should. So making that a little bit smaller should hopefully, like, I don't know, just help them feed a little bit more consistently. But it's only kind of a problem with the R5. I think that if you used like maybe a Shocker SFT from back in the day and tuned it all up crazy and had that thing firing really like smooth and stuff, maybe it messes up on that. Maybe it messes up on like an old Lux or something like that. But it's only going to be with the R5 as far as modern guns, though. Yeah. That's about all from that. I mean, it's only going to really affect a very small portion of you guys. You know, guys that have the GO5 and the Control 2 or the Spire 5. But it's kind of weird with Planet Eclipse. You know, it's like, you know, they're easily the best company. I mean, I think that they easily make the best, like, guns at least. But, like, you know, the last few... There's a thumbtack push pin on the ground. At least the last few, there's kind of been problems, right? I mean, the LV2, it had that high pressure reg problem where people were like over pressurizing the guns. They did take care of that. The CS1's frame was bending. The CS3 had that high pressure reg problem. So it's kind of weird to see. I feel like every version of newer gun they have, it has some sort of weird phantom issue that we might not have seen previously. I don't know if it's just because of the volume of guns that they're shipping. I mean, they're shipping so many products that, like, it's like we just see those problems more than we do at some of the other companies. So, I don't know. It's just kind of weird that they just keep having problems, you know? I don't know. Who knows? Alex W. What are we talking about? Jackson Hollow, that's with the R5. I don't know. Mark? My next gun is going to be the Field 1 Force version 2. They look really good. You know, in person, those guns look really good. I really like the V2 Force. I think it's probably, it's definitely better looking than the first one. Gravity fed hoppers on everything. That's fine with me. Or just like, nah, I don't know. I don't want a gravity fed hopper. The one thing, I don't care if I shoot fast. I just want to be able to, like, I want the gun to shoot every time I shoot. You know, I don't want to, like, fucking shaking it and dealing with that kind of nonsense. Oh, freaking gravity-fed hoppers. Okay, here's something else. We're gonna do... I'm trying to, like, blow out all the merch and, like, get rid of every merch product. Well, not really. I just want to get rid of all the headbands and barrel covers so we can kind of, like, start to do more interesting things, maybe. So if you want to buy, if you ever thought about supporting this channel... if you've thought about supporting this channel, maybe by buying a headband, like all these headbands right here, go over right now to the Paintball Ruined My Life shop. There's a link in the description of this, or it's really easy to find, you know, with those links right there. 30% off if you use code HEAD30. 30% off barrel covers and headbands. So go over there, buy some headbands, buy some barrel covers. I mean, it's a really good deal. They're $30 normally, so they end up being like $21 or something like that. 20 bucks for a headband is a very good deal. And you're helping support this YouTube channel. And hopefully we can make some more cool merch in the future once we clear a good portion of this out. Head over there. Head 30 is going to get you 30% off. And, yep. PaintballRuinedMyLife.com. Or you can go to pbrml.shop. Very good value. Go buy some paintball merch. Help this channel out. See how the chat looks all crazy? It's because, like, YouTube changed a bunch of shit around. Why does it say my switcher is not working? That's weird. Weird. See you tomorrow. Where are we going tomorrow? Yeah, I don't... notice how there's, like, nothing in the title of this that's very interesting, so no one wants to watch this. And you've hit that like button, guys. It's very helpful. Who wants to... Anybody want to... Should we try to do a call in? Does anyone want to call in right now? Who wants to, like, call in? Do you have Zoom? Do you have Zoom? And do you want to call in? Breakdancing in the Olympics is crazy. It was so weird. Chris, you want to? You just gotta have Zoom. I have it all set up with Zoom to work with Zoom. So it's all about Zoom. I don't know what we're gonna do. Yeah, breakdancing in the Olympics is, I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on. You know, I'm watching it and I'm like, wow, that guy looks like he did way better. And then he loses and I'm like, oh, fuck it. All right. Okay, are we gonna do it? Should I, like, I'll start a thing. I don't know. I don't normally use Zoom. You know, I don't ever, like, do any of this. No, we're definitely not gonna, like, just post the link everywhere. I'm gonna, like, send it specifically to Chris. So we're gonna try this. This is gonna be a trial run. I did a trial run earlier with Nate, wherever Nate's at. We did that. So Chris, I'm going to... Can I text message you the invite link? Tell me if I should text you the invite link. You might have left. Hopefully you're here still. We're gonna try this out. So the goal of this, really, I want to be able to do live calls like this. So hopefully we can have, like, I will send it via text message right now, if that works. I just don't really know what I'm doing. You know, I don't really do that, like I said. So I'm like, oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. Bang. Yeah, so hopefully we can try to like do like calls. Oh, son of a bitch. See how it moves me over and shit? So annoying. We gotta set the window up really fast. Yep. Whenever you're ready, whenever you want. Yeah, so the idea, hopefully we can have like, you know, paintball industry people call in and like talk to people and do interviews and stuff like that. I think I need my headphones though. Let's make sure all the audio stuff is right. I think I'm hearing music. So anyway, guys, this is what we're doing. We're doing a couple trial runs, just seeing how this works. Get Nick on a call? I'd get Nick on a call if but he's got to like, you know, be ready and stuff, you know. I saw he was in here. There's Raymond. It just says Christopher Raymond. How do I like accept the incoming call? Are you there? Chris, are you there? I don't know what's happening. And do I have to like unmute? Can you hear me now? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Oh, something changed. We'll just sit here and wait in silence. See what happens, you know. Da, 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 da. See, I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's happening. Any of you Zoom experts, let me know what's happening here. He needs to give, Mark says you need to give him your social number. Meetings, 40 minutes. Do I have like a limited number of minutes I can do like whatever this is called? Where the hell are you, Chris? What is going on? Anyway, we'll just talk to the chat for a while until we figure out what the hell's going on here. Just FaceTime each other. Dude, it's so difficult. It's not... FaceTime's kind of a pain in the ass, though. It's not as like easy to do it like through the computer. And I can definitely... I did a bunch of tests earlier. Let's test the speakers. That worked. Those work for sure. That worked for sure. I don't know. This is the problem with doing this live. Chris has OnlyFans. Does he have OnlyFans? Does OnlyFans doesn't do live streaming though? Do they? It says he's connected, so maybe he's just jamming away over there, and we don't know what's going on. Participants. Are you there? I'm gonna ask him to start the video. I'm gonna be like, start this video. Ask to start video. Allow. Put in the waiting room. Allow. What is this chat thing? Can we like privately chat to each other? Okay. We can do some reactions. Okay, well, I don't know what the hell's going on. That didn't work. Oh, you know what? No, wait a minute. That shouldn't... No, that's not right. The audio should... I don't think I've done anything wrong. Well, whatever. We'll just switch back and see what happens. Chris, are you there? Are you there now? Nope, still not. Tried a different thing. Why is he not in the chat either? Oh, there you are. I'm just here. I'm here, just not having mic working. I can hear you. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good, I guess. Where's Nate? Nate, are you here? Maybe Nate should come on the live stream. This is the one of the main reasons I've never tried this. I just assume it wouldn't work. I just assumed we'd all have problems over and over. You know, that's apparently what's happening. I know he was here, but I don't know if he's back doing something, and who knows. Oh, I know you didn't expect it. Oh, whatever. Yep. Hopefully, you know, something. The music's super loud. Sorry, guys. I think it was super loud. I don't know. We tried. You know, one thing's definitely true is that I've been working on this MPPL video, and my god, it is so hard to find, like, B-roll and, like, do stuff with this MPPL video, because it's so, like... You know, it's all about, like... maybe, like, the behind-the-scenes thing that happened, and, like, interesting things that, like... You know, there's no video or pictures of these things, so it's really hard to, like, find where to put freaking B-roll or what to do. So my goal was to have this video done last week, and it is not done. But the goal is again Friday, so it's just a lot of work. It's just taking way longer than I expected. So hopefully we see this, you know, friggin' the future of the MPPL is dead. I don't know, whatever. You're all good, Chris. This was my one, oh, I know there's definitely, like, pictures, right? But, I'm actually going to use a lot of Doctor. Maybe I'll just show you guys. Let's see if I can open this up, though. I don't even know if it's going to open. Because, like, the script says, like, I don't know. I don't even know if you guys care about this stuff, but this is what we're talking about. This is my whole life, so this is what we're doing. Yeah, there's just so much of it. Like I said, in 1992, when a secret meeting brought together Paintball's most influential personalities, the meeting's main focus was on escalating entry fees, high paint costs, and deteriorating tournament quality. It's just kind of hard to find, like, stuff to put in there. So I just had to get, you know, we just had to get a little bit creative. And I'm opening up DaVinci Resolve as we speak. So I don't know how this is going to work while we're live streaming and recording all this audio. But let's pop open Resolve and let's do this. We're gonna do this. Is what I want. Holy shit, that's not what I want. That is definitely not what I want. It's also not what I want. Where? There we go. Maybe? This is like the video editing nightmare Discard changes. DaVinci Resolve. There we go. Okay. Boop. I'm going to put this right there. Okay. What am I doing here? Yeah, so one of the things that I've like, it's just been kind of weird. This is so clunky right now. So one of the things that like I find was kind of difficult was trying to find spots for this meeting. So instead of like using, come on, instead of using, I want to see what this looks like to you guys. Instead of using like actual, I don't know, video stuff, I'm gonna use a bunch of Austin Powers scenes. I don't know why, because there's a bunch of meetings. I have like a bunch of secret meetings and all kinds of weird stuff takes place. So I thought that my computer is so slow right now. See, it won't even play back right now. If I put the proxy timelines, it'll maybe be better, but it's still gonna have to like render those out right now. And I just noticed that this is not right. Anyway, this is not working out well. We're just gonna close this, and you guys are gonna have to wait, since it's not even working when I'm clicking on stuff. Okay, that didn't work. Anyway, you know, it's just been it's been kind of weird. That's about all. I might have got my microphone working. Okay. Okay. Oh, hey, Chris. Oh, I don't know what's happening. Can you hear me and see me? Hey, hold on. I don't know if people can hear you yet. Hold on. You're going to be online, right? I got to figure out the button to press. Now. Hey!
Hey! Good morning, Vietnam.
Okay, let's see how... I'm just... Can you guys hear him talk? Say something.
Hello, talk, talk, talk.
Oh yeah,
hello,
that probably
hello.
sounds really good, actually.
Oh, hello.
Let me know in the chat room if you can actually hear him. Chris Martin says it's working.
Nice.
And
mute myself while I sip some water, though.
Where is this? I don't really like how I'm on top in this video.
Oh, hey, I'm on YouTube. Nice.
Yeah, I was like, you're gonna be live now.
Well, I have my computer, and then I have the live stream on my phone.
Yeah, I like it like this better, where it's just me. So, how's it going?
I'm just having a fantastic...
You guys don't know this guy. We could start as a classic paintball video. How did you get into playing paintball? Don't answer that question. That's the worst question ever.
I was going to make up an answer.
That's the fucking worst question. I hate that shit.
So it's not an elephant hunt.
Go full screen. Full screen doesn't really work though, Spencer, because we're not using like you think. If I really go full screen, this is what happens, and I don't know what the hell just happened. I'm in like a whole nother thing. The hell, Spencer? Ben, with that $2 super chat, thank you, sir.
Oh, 8?
Did Brad just admit to being a bottom? No, I'm a power top. We know that. I mean, who the fucking... But that's like some weird gay talk. Like, people are like, power top. They're like, what's that? So, I'm not gay, though, so you know. But maybe. Maybe the second half of my life. You know, we tried one side. Maybe I'll try the other side. Anyway.
It's like a side quest. Going back and finishing some unfinished business.
Something. Anyway. So are you playing paintball this weekend?
Yeah. I'll be out
it's Monday, too, though.
Sunday would definitely be out. Maybe Saturday. We'll see. We'll see, but definitely Sunday. Are you coming up?
Did you go this last weekend? Like yesterday,
Yeah.
I guess. Huh?
Yeah, I went yesterday.
Yeah, it was nice. I thought about going out there, but I just wanted to work on this video, honestly. Yep.
Is it almost done? How's it
No,
going?
I mean, these new videos, it's just like, I mean, there's so much writing, like, with these, like, history videos. There's just so much writing and, like, research and stuff that it takes forever. And then the editing just takes way longer. Because I have to go find the clips. You know how hard it is to find 2002 NPPL clips? They're like, aren't any, like, you just got to hope and pray somebody, like, put it on the internet at some point. It's like, because it's all DVDs or like a VHS somewhere or like,
It's like
so
that
there's a lot of
library
hunting for stuff.
Gandalf finding out those documents about the ring. You're just going into some ancient library with a candle.
I tried to look on
NPPL videos.
the Library of Congress. I tried to even look on Library of Congress. I'm like, well, maybe for some reason they backed up some TV shows. Nope.
No? Oh,
I mean, they probably do, but it's probably not online. I'm guessing. I don't know.
it's somewhere. It's probably just some VHS box in some guy's garage.
Yep. There's some guy online selling DVDs and like for like $105 and crazy prices. It's like I want all of them. I would back if all of them up and put them online for free if people sent them to me. Yeah, and some of the footage, like some brain says, that footage will be grainy and junky. Dudes were using cameras directly VHS tapes. Yeah, some of it looks like some guy like put the VHS and just like recorded his TV. He just like stood in front of his TV. I'm like, why? I don't know. I would love to have all those old things, but
Yeah, it's too bad more of this information isn't like easier to find.
yes.
Like I was because I was reading the script for the video and I was just like,
That's right. Yeah.
This is super informative. Like, I'm not mentioning anything, but like I was just like, wow, I didn't know what like. I kind of knew overview, but it was all the details. I was like, oh my god.
It really does suck that like a lot of it just goes to die too. Like it's all on the internet. I mean, really. And then paintball is such an up and down thing that, 68 Caliber was a big website. It's been gone forever. Warpig is for some reason still online, but they haven't uploaded anything since 2009. It's like, but it just fades away. It's like, it's hard to find it. It's like the Wayback Machine with Internet Archive's the only place that like has stuff.
Yeah, if like a server goes down if somebody doesn't pay something.
Well, it's just
just
recently.
like, it's all gone. Yeah.
Recently, whatchamacallit went offline. I have like all these bookmarks of like paintball resources. The Paintballers Forum. It was a forum back in the day, and like it went down like 2 weeks ago. It's just gone. Just every page is blank. It's like,
Oh, dude.
see you later. It's like I worry about that. I'm like, I can't even make these videos without that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh well, I tried to buy Warpig at one point. I tried to buy paintball.com and they wanted like $150,000. I was like, no.
We'll do 70 easy payments.
I was like, no one's ever going to buy this off you guys. Paintball.com, I think that MPPL used to own paintball.com.
Is that still a website?
What's really funny is the PSP used to own MPPL.com or whatever it was. Chris, you're too young to know that information.
Yeah. That's why I wish.
Or
more
even what the
videos were-
PSP was. You probably know what the PSP was, though.
I know about it pretty much just through watching some of the older videos
for sure.
on YouTube. You know what I mean? Because I didn't start playing paintball until 2018.
I was gonna say 5 years. That's like 5 years, right?
That's about right. That's about right.
Jake Dolfax. I don't even know what that was, but I just liked Dolfax. Well, just every time Jake says something cool, be like, that's a Dolfax.
It's a dull fact.
I like it. I wish PB Nation was still a viable source of information. So do I, Jake. It really sucks, right? Like, if you want to know who won whatever tournament last year, who won the Las Vegas, there wasn't Las Vegas, who won World Cup last year, how do you find that information? Like, where do you go? There's not like a news website. There's not like, I mean, I guess you can go to the NXL's,
like
website and stuff.
PB leagues if you're savvy with it.
Yeah, you have to be like super inside, like you're not going to go to PB leagues. It's like, that's such a weird thing to do. It sucks that there's like there's no good websites. There literally aren't websites anymore. It's like just Facebook. But that's true for like a lot of niche things, I bet. I don't know.
Yeah, but I feel like at this point, now that we have, what is it, 40, 45-ish, something, give or take, years of like paintball, it'd be cool to have sort of collect more of the history.
There is some good stuff, like...
So I feel like early on, everyone just kind of knew what was going on. Like, oh, I don't know, I was there, like,
exactly.
And then now it's not like baseball where it's like everything started like 3,000 years ago.
And there's no history. There's no baseball's at least written down, and you can go and find stats and like. There's a handful of things, like there's that famous book that came out a couple of years ago that I have here. I'll go grab it.
Retrieve the book. Now it's my podcast. Yeah, I do like PB Nation.
I'm just gonna make you sit there.
Yeah, no, I was talking.
You take over for an hour. I'll be back.
I was taking over. I was getting ready. I'm getting ready.
That would be funny.
I was like, all right, I'm going to tell you guys about how I think about some stuff.
Whatever. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. Hey, this is the big book. Look at that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like
famous.
thick. And there's a bunch of information in here
2 C's.
that I had to look through this whole thing and like make notes and stuff. That goddamn MPPL video, it's so boring though, kinda, because it's like information, and then it's like, here's a lawsuit, and there was this meeting, and then this meeting, and then this. It's like, I don't know. I cut it down so much. When I was done filming it, it was like 23 minutes long, and then it's like 14 now. Cut out like half of it. Well, this is a really good one. This is good. But there's not a lot of these. There's like, maybe a couple hundred most.
Yeah, I was going to say, they didn't make too many.
And it's falling apart.
Oh, no.
Like, the bindings unglued. They're kind of loose. Something.
Yeah, I don't have one of those, but I do remember when those came out.
I mean, neither do I. I
That's
borrowed
cool.
it. It was like $200. Like, I'm not.
It's a cool project, though. Like, I was
sure.
gonna say, I like the idea of it and like behind it, why they did it, sort of the presentation. It's got that cool cover sleeve.
They're just really good photos too. It's cool. It is cool to see like the pictures in real life. Like it's cool to see like that picture of Todd's hella good. So it's cool. It's definitely cool to see pictures in real life, because we're so not used to it. It's just how I remember paintball. I remember looking at magazines all the time, and yep, which is
cool.
good.
Have like that nice glossy, high quality too.
And then there's the like whatever Alex Fragi magazine, and that thing's like freaking like a poster. That thing's so big.
It was a Gap, Great American Paintball?
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
It's so big. That's also cool though. It also looks really good. It's just big.
Like one of those like newspapers from the 30s. Like a spy would be pretending to read. He's peeking through.
The hole in it?
Yeah, the hole in it. Don't mind me. I'm just reading about paintball.
What are you guys talking about in the chat? Paintball Star? PB Star is another one. Remember like Paintball Films? There was 720 videos. There were so many of these. companies and like, you know, guys just making like kind of like we are now. It's the same exact thing, right? Like as Verbal or, you know, me making videos or whoever's doing it. It's the same kind of idea, but there's not a lot of money. So at some point we're just going to go away. You know, at some point I'll quit and go be, you know, a construction worker or something. I don't know. But everyone just comes and goes so much, so.
Nice.
I don't know. Yep. Anyway. Paintball star. Oh, yeah.
See what
Some brands. Whoever won the last AVN award for the category furries will be remembered by more people than any paintball player. Probably not, but I hear what you're saying. Because I don't even know if furries aren't even sexual. I mean, they'll say they're not, but they're kind of, you know, maybe a little bit, but they say they're not.
I'm pretty sure.
But do you win awards for it?
You like the most, like, I went the most days without taking off my suit.
That's funny. God,
I'm really sweaty.
So
yeah.
Yeah, I wonder. Those suits are kind of funny though. There was the Dynasty one, the Dynasty Dragon. Yeah, the dragon.
The one that Rich Telford calls a dinosaur in that one video.
I don't even remember. Oliver used to run around in it.
It was that, I think the excessive video, and he's like, I'm going to shoot that dinosaur.
It does kind of look like a dinosaur.
He's like standing on the podium, like, I'm going to shoot that goddamn dinosaur in the head right now.
Rich.
Yeah.
That's funny. I found a picture of Rich the other day from like definitely 19. I was going to say 18. 1892. No, it was like probably like 1991 or something like that. It's just all these like old paintball pictures I've been finding. Some of them are really good. I almost posted this the other day online. I thought this was funny.
They have strict
Yeah, you can't see that, but people in the chat can see that. I guess you could see it if you look at the live stream.
Yeah, because I have live stream on my phone right now, like just beneath my computer screen.
Do-rags. This was a clip from a magazine. Headbands and stuff were last year.
Stuff. I
Yeah,
use stuff.
it's weird. This year it's all about do-rags. Why cover your forehead when you can cover your entire melon with a little hangy things halfway down your back? And if you're lucky, you may get a bounce that otherwise would have been sitting in the dead box. Do-rags.
I don't know if I've ever had like a bounce that I'm like, oh, that was because of the do-rag.
Dude, especially on a do-rag. I mean, those things are like paper thin. It's like, for sure.
Like
Lots
stuff.
of good photos.
Headbands and stuff.
Timelines. Anyway. All right, Chris. I'm not going to keep you here. Yep. Well, this was a good trial run. Who has questions for Chris? Yep. All right. Okay.
I want to mention that Jake mentioned in the chat that apparently the furry costumes have very strict guidelines. He's informing us on furry suits. So
He says, I have friends that make the costumes.
Yeah.
They have strict guidelines about
Very
using their costumes.
very strict guidelines.
Because I know I've heard I've like heard interviews with them before, and they're like, "Oh, it's not all sexual. It's not like, you know." But I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. Huh?
My favorite colors.
Oh, that's a good question.
Africanized chartreuse.
What? How's Africanized? So is it a darker version of chartreuse?
It got aboard a boat and then made its way.
Okay.
My setup show off. My setup is like in a bag right now, in pieces because I was cleaning it. Now. It's all drying out. I wish I had the CS3 right next to me though.
Bacon, sausage, or chorizo for a breakfast burrito.
Ooh, chorizo.
This is actually something I want to do.
Definitely chorizo.
This is a segment that I want to do. I have this in my notes. There's like a podcast that I watch about skateboarding, and they have a thing called Budget or Buttery, and they have this guy answer random questions like this, and it's really kind of fun. But anyway, sorry. Bacon, sausage, chorizo.
I like
You have 10 seconds. Go.
chorizo. I'm gonna say chorizo.
I'm definitely a
sounds
bacon.
good.
I definitely prefer the bacon.
I mean, like all of them would be good, but I
That's
think,
true too.
I think I don't have chorizo enough, so I'm like, not
Yeah.
that it's a like an essential food group, but
No, it's not. It's part of the
No,
base of the
but
pyramid.
I would. You gotta have the base. It's a
I don't
strong
think. I think they
foundation.
redid the whole entire food pyramid too. It's like a food hexagon or something. I don't know. Chorizo. I have. I love the number 24 breakfast burrito at Alberto's. It's. What is it? Potatoes, which are really just French fries. I think French fries, bacon, eggs, cheese.
French fries are really just potatoes.
That's true too. I really don't like breakfast burritos with beans, with like refried beans. Not a fan. They have like
It
a
changes.
weird texture.
It changes the vibe,
Yeah, I don't like it.
the burrito vibe. Am I better than Chris Lasoya? Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm running out of time. That's what that 40 minutes meant.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can get me out of here.
Well, it'll probably just end, I imagine.
Yeah, he'll just mysteriously kick me
I think it
out.
has like 6 minutes. I was wondering that. It's like meeting 40 minutes, and I was like, what does that mean? And we've been going for 34 minutes. Well, at least the thing's been on for that much time. Or no, maybe I have 10 minutes? I don't know. It kind of sucks you gotta pay to use this. I don't know.
Yeah. Once upon a time, I used to have an account.
But that's not happening.
Yeah, don't pay for
You're
it.
not gonna pay for
You can just
food.
restart the meeting after if it gets kicked off. Like if you really had
Oh,
to.
I wonder if you can.
You can. That's the old school, and by old school I mean what we did 3 years ago.
Yeah, I thankfully never had to do Zoom for work or, any of that school stuff, or I'd have been good at it. I liked it.
Yeah,
I can do this.
I was a lot better at it a few years ago when I lived my life on Zoom.
Yeah, that would suck.
It was weird. It was
I guess some
weird.
people live their lives in live streams too. Could you imagine live streaming like some of those people do for like 5 hours a day?
That'd be wild. Like I guess if you have a comfy setup, you kind of get used to it.
A lot of them don't talk like I do. I don't like. There's like no dead time. I'm like constantly going. I'm not like, hold on a second, I'm gonna go make a sandwich and then be back in like 5 minutes. But maybe if I streamed for 12 hours a day, I could. Give us good questions. What's Spencer seeing? Why doesn't Carbon make their masks customizable like JT? They could have removable ears, straps, and visors, but all you can buy are replacement parts. I don't know. Why don't... You know what I noticed? What's weird, too, is like all these companies have started making custom JT parts. It's like HK made, the new earpieces, and they have that like... Oh, no, they don't have a visor. But Hydra have their new earpieces, and they have a visor thing, and it's just interesting all of a sudden that people are like making parts. But and I don't think that... I wonder if the patent's up on the Proflex. Huh. I'm looking at that. That might be why they're making this stuff, because the patent's expired. But you could totally do that, right? On the Carbon, you can totally change the ears and do whatever. So I wonder if it's possible that we see companies just do it in the future. Just make custom ears and stuff like that. Maybe I should make a Carbon Paintball Ruin My Life collab mask.
That would be cool.
Purposely don't put this right here like this. You see the logo? Look at the logo up.
Carbon.
Yeah, Carbon Paintball Ruin My Life collab masks. Maybe.
I do like the Carbon, but yeah, it is pretty much just like you get the mask you bought, And it's not like the ProFlex, which is like a Lego set. You can kind of just like I can throw whatever I want in there. It's a good mask, though. I love it. I think I like using it more than the ProFlex. But
The ProFlex is like one of the only masks that's like really customizable, even.
yeah, that's how I feel. I like, at least to that level of like finding all sorts of different parts and
It's true.
3D printed stuff.
ProFlexes. It's weird how they were like, everybody wore ProFlexes from like 2002 to like, I mean, before that, but like 2004 or 5 is probably when they started getting, maybe like 2006 they weren't popular. And then all of a sudden, in the last like 3 years, they're back. It's so weird. It's like, I don't know, I never even quit wearing the things. I loved them always. ProFlex.
I do like mine.
Oh, that's right. Serial killers also have their foam ears. That's right. And they're like laser cut. They look all crazy. I forgot about those. That's true. Thanks, Rick.
I like the contract killers.
Super Dead. What is Super Dead? Is that a company? Super Dead. I really like the name of that.
I think it is like a small.
Because there's a company called Brain Dead. But Brain Dead's like just clothes. It's not like paintball. Super Dead. I'm trying to think of company brand names. I really like Super Dead. That one's like... Spencer, I had to spend $300 on a mask and replacement parts to get rid of the ugly orange pieces. just to get black ears and a black visor. So you had to buy like parts for
the carbon?
The carbon one? Do you have the clear one? Ben Lawton. So we can go like this and be like, screw Chris, leave him over there. We can like totally get rid of him. Chris, can you see me right now and hear me? Wow. Because I'm talking to you now, just like we were, but you're not on the screen anymore, and no one can hear you. You could be my, like, assistant or something. I don't know. I feel like, it's like I have you on a mic in my back. I'm like, oh, breaking news. That's funny. Clear bottoms, black ears, black visor. Okay. I really like the clear ones. I think the clear ones are really cool. I have this one. Yeah, I should tell you, Chris, you're not on screen at all, Chris. Maybe you know that. that one's solid. This one's like charcoal or whatever, I think. So it's like gray and black. The ears are black. Yep. And I have a green one too. I have the other green one, but it's over there. I don't know. Ben, I'm sorry, what did he say? Future video, ProFlex dominance in the pro scene. What do you mean? Expand. Expound. All right, Chris, you're back. Boop. You're on screen.
I'm back. Okay, we're back.
Jake, yes, please. Make my collection worth something. I don't know what we're talking about. I don't even know what I want. Super Dead. I really like that. Super Dead.
Yeah, they've done a couple things with like Enemy of the State, which is like another, what do you call them, like boutique paintball company.
Sure. I mean, it's kind of what I want to do, but not, what the hell am I doing? I got too much shit going on. It's like 15 windows. And it's all moved over all the time. You're like, we're looking at this Super Dead website here. Live we are. Okay, so they made clear ProFlex. Yeah, that's right. You said they made clear ProFlex, whatever. Sure. We can kind of see him on screen, but it doesn't actually, it's just a picture. Can't buy him. Yeah, Super Dead's a really good name. Because it reminds me of this company, Brain Dead, which I really like. I like Brain Dead stuff because they're really kind of just crazy. But Brain Dead's an actual clothing company. Like they did a Magic the Gathering Brain Dead collab. Wow. I wonder if they would do a paintball. They would probably, this company might do paintball stuff. They did rollerblades, so. But they do a lot of like crazy things. Anyway. Alright guys, I don't know what the fuck's going on today. This is kind of a crazy live stream. What are we going here? Bring back Game Face, the Game Face School. Yeah, I don't know. Game Face? I don't remember who owned Game Face. I was looking at stuff recently and saw some of those Game Face things. Chris, you're back on screen. There should be like a warning. I could do that, I guess. Well, there you go. Adios, amigo. We have ran out of our time on Zoom. All right, see you later. Chris is gone. Yep. Chris left. Brain Dead's site crashed on their latest drop from all the hype, which I don't quite understand. I mean, not Brain Dead, I'm sorry, Super Dead. Yeah, we ran out of time. It was inevitable. Oh, we were just counting down the clock. Their site went down. Ben, what'd you say? It seems like the Proflex has a stranglehold on the pro teams. I don't really see anyone using the Bunker King, carbons, etc. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even really pay attention, honestly. And now your main reason. Oh, you sounded good. You actually sounded fine to me, Chris. I thought it was better than I expected, because I don't know what to expect. You know, I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know who's wearing like a lot of the masks. One of the things though too is the paint sponsors. So one of the reasons like you see probably more people wearing HK stuff, or you see more people wearing like GI products or whatever, like say the JT masks, is to get paint sponsors. I mean, it's kind of how you end up getting the best paint, because they're like, yeah, we'll give you this much paint if you wear, you know, JT masks. So a lot of them like bundle a lot of that sponsorship stuff together. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't really noticed. I mean, who would even use the carbon masks? I don't even know who would use the carbon masks, huh? I can't even think about it. I don't know. Yeah, I would be upset if my website went down. I mean, I don't know who. I mean, mine wouldn't go down from traffic. I mean, you'd have to like really, really manhandle it for it to go down. I mean, I think every single paintball player could go to my website and I don't think it would break. But the new website, if it ever does happen and we make like an actual paintball brand, if I can, damn, do I still have that open? No. If we get to sell a bunch of merch, maybe I'll make some cool stuff like that too. Because I need to make some fucking money, dude. I have so much like, you know, leeway, or somehow I can pull in stuff, so I don't freaking know. The Bears, Spencer, there you go. Bears and Thunder used to use the carbons. Yeah, I was trying to think about who was sponsored by Carbon, and I was like, I think Infamous was, but I think Infamous is wearing push masks, huh? I was just going to go to the NXL Facebook and see if we can... Let's see what happens if we go here. We do this. See, look at that Brain Dead logo. I'm pretty sure that I can get people to design stuff better than, you know, a lot of people too. I don't know. Let's look for teams. We got a grill, which is crazy. That's crazy. I kind of wouldn't have thought that. What about X Factor? No, X Factor is definitely wearing Proflexes, huh? Yeah, I don't know. This is not the greatest experience right here. There's just a bunch of podium pictures. Carbon. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, I truly just think it's based on sponsorships. I don't know. We're giving up. I truly think it's just based on sponsorships. You know, it's because it's like, what does Carbon make? Carbon makes, you know, soft good apparel. And unless they can get money, it's going to be hard because a lot of the paint companies are trying to get you to wear all their stuff. So, yeah. I don't know. Spencer says a ton of the divisional teams use Carbon sponsorships. They're great masks. I mean, it's literally my favorite mask. I mean, I wear it every time I play. I mean, it's the best mask, I think. It's a little bit lighter than the Proflex, a little bit slimmer, and I think it breathes just as well. So I'm a fan of it. I mean, the only thing that you could, you know, say is better than the Proflex, or is better about the Proflex, is just how cheaper it is. You know, I mean, it's like half the price. So, you know, if I come out, I'd like to make a Carbon mask. We'll probably sell it for $300. It'll probably be expensive if we did it. It'd make like 10 of them. Yeah, that's true. It's definitely better protection. I mean, there's no question the ears. I mean, I got like, you know, Big Daddy ears. I got like Big Daddy ears. Do they stick out on the Proflex? They definitely stick out on the Proflex. Do they stick out on this thing? I mean, that's how I wear it, and I don't have a little bit. I mean, it's a little bit of a little poker. Do a little bit. Coming out just slim a little bit. But if I put a Proflex on, it's like insane, you know? It's like... Look at like my whole ears out. So it's definitely better. There's the flipped up bottom. Nobody really does that anymore. I don't think you can do it anymore. I never really did that. I kind of got over that. Maybe I did that for a little bit in the beginning, but then I stopped because everybody did it, so I kind of quit. These ones you definitely can't flip up because there's like bolts and like they just don't work. Yeah, it's definitely better. Plus, they do have the extended version, too. This is like the regular, not super huge version. Charcoal. And then I got the, I have this one, too. With the whatever lens in it. It's got that mirror lens. I like this color because it's weird. Like, not a lot of people are going to have it. But it doesn't go with anything, you know? I like to... For a lot of the videos, you know, I got to make thumbnails and stuff, and I want them to look kind of good, and it kind of sucks with that green-ass mask. So next week, we'll try to maybe get... we'll try to get, like, a guest. We'll try to figure out a guest. Yep, Master Chief. First for sure, Master Chief style. You betcha. It's like the Bunker King Command, or the CMD. When they first released that, they had like Master Chief colors and stuff. Everyone was all jazzed about them. A little bit of smokers. Oh, speaking of which, some brain says also smokers whipped up their mask. Oh, that's true. Yeah, for sure. I smoked back then. I mean, I smoked like back in the day. And I don't know if I ever smoked in my mask, though. I don't know. Yep. Yeah, I don't know who we would get next week. We'll try to get, I don't know. I was going to say JD Vance, but he's probably got some sort of drag competition too. What else we got here? Let's look through our notes. We talked so much about Dan Holiday. Oh, that's possible. I don't know, though. I want to, like, pick... I want people that are good. Not that Dan's not good. I mean, like, good on camera. That are, like, used to talking on camera and stuff a little bit more. Go buy merch, guys. There's literally a 30% off sale right now. You can use that code right there. HEAD30. Go get yourself 30% off all the Paintball Ruined My Life barrel covers and headbands. It's a really good deal. I mean, like, you know, they're like $20, you know. Go buy them. You can help support this channel. Yeah, I don't know who. Who knows, though? I don't know. Oh, no. That Gantz pick was as bad as a heron Trump standing his mother. Straddling his mother? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Someone with a lot of interesting stories to tell about the industry. I don't know. I think a lot of people would actually come on. I just had to ask. I think that Nick Sloviak's good. I mean, anyone who's like familiar with the channel would also be good. Like Nickerson Sloviak, or yep, those are my guests. Oh, we're talking about Vance because I made a Vance comment. I don't know anything about that stuff. I'm not too trapped in the culture war, so I don't even know. I mean, it's just culture war, and I'm not interested in culture war. Oh, Greg would be a good guess, but Greg's kind of like detached from paintball a little bit. I don't know. Maybe though. I actually was in the car the other day, and I listened to, every once in a while, or pretty much when I'm in the car, I listen to talk radio. I'll just put it on like sports talk and whatever, because I don't really drive. You know, I drive like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, so I don't listen to music. I just put on sports talk radio, and was listening to D-Lo and KC on Sports 1140. I don't think it's called that anymore, but I actually heard them talk about Greg, and they were like doing some like I guess one of them was going in to do training and stuff with Greg and all that stuff. I went for a little bit, and it was fantastic to have a personal trainer, but I can't afford that shit. I mean, it's like, you know, a lot of money to have someone train you 4 days a week. But Greg's fantastic. Yeah, Greg's great, just in general. So yeah. Dave, probably not. Some brains, it's not culture war. What's not culture war? Most dudes wouldn't take pics like these people. Oh, I don't even know. It's culture war, though. I mean, that is culture war right there. I mean, if it's a weird picture, it's our culture that decides if it's weird or not. And, fucking culture war. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing probably, but it's just everything's fucking culture war. Everyone's like my culture and what I think is better for no reason at all. Who knows? Gary Braun. Baum. Gary Baum. Sorry. Who did Jake say? Gary Baum? I don't know. Get Mark. I thought about Mark. I wish Mark would be ready. I probably would have Mark on here. But Mark's got to be ready. He's probably like working and doing all that stuff. Oh, there's Jake's Gary Baum comment. I don't know. Gary would be actually kind of very interesting. Actually, I don't know. Gary would be kind of an interesting person to talk to, huh? Yes, that Gary. Yep, Gary Baum, paintball photography. He would be kind of interesting. He got mad at me once for using a photo of something, and I was like, fucking, welcome to the internet. People have stolen my entire website. I had one guy in paintball. So I made a website at one point called, so I started a paintball company called Paintball Tune-Up, paintballtuneup.com. And the whole concept behind Paintball Tune-Up was we were just going to become a repair facility, and I wanted to become like a warranty center for a lot of the manufacturers, and people could send us guns or send us equipment and we'd fix it, right? Hoppers, guns, tanks, whatever. It made sense, I owned a paintball store. We had all the parts, I got everything at cost. It's like, it just made sense. But I quickly found out that this is not a business I wanted to be in because it wouldn't scale, like, dude, I've got 10 guns here. We got to fix these 10 guns. And that's the maximum amount of stuff you can do in one day. So it was never going to scale well. And I didn't really just want to fix guns. It was going to be like to have employees fix stuff. I quit it because it didn't scale. I didn't really like the idea. But some dude completely ripped off my entire website. Like literally downloaded the whole thing somehow and just like re-uploaded it. I was like, dog, what are you doing? It was crazy. He had like a Facebook account, a Facebook page, and all kinds of shit. It was wild. But I don't know what the hell... I don't know. I don't remember. I have no idea what the name of the company was, but it was very weird. Like, totally. Like, everything was ripped off. And I'm like, dude, paintball's such a small thing. You think that, like, no one was going to notice? Or, like, no one would find this? It was very weird. It ended up taking it down right away. So it didn't really, nothing happened. It wasn't like a big deal, but it was just like, why spend all the time on this? It's very odd. I don't know what I'm talking about. By manufacturers, because manufacturers were making their pet retailers buy a shit ton of inventory. I don't know. Do you ever sell on eBay? I mean, I have. I keep talking about this Apple Watch I gotta put on eBay. I mean, I haven't sold anything on eBay in years. I used to sell tons of stuff on eBay. Yeah, I mean, my eBay account. eBay's the place I bought my first paintball gun. In like 2001. Something like that. Verbal would be a good guess too, I think. Yeah. We gotta have people that are willing to talk and are animated and fun and sort of a little bit lively, but I don't know what Verbal's like. Maybe he's like that. I've never spoke to him in person. $3.50 for the watch? I mean, it doesn't work. It doesn't charge, it doesn't work, it doesn't do anything. But, you can sell them online for like $300, like totally broken. So, I might as well. I should just do that tomorrow. I'm going to put this right here so I see it tomorrow. We'll do that. Pokemon cards. Nate, we were looking for you earlier. I was trying to have, we had Chris came on, Chris Raymond came on. We were looking for you to live stream. I ran out my 40 minutes. The limit of 40 minutes. So maybe we'll just limit the people to 40 minutes. We'll just limit them to the amount of time we have free in Zoom. And then as soon as the free time cut, it just cuts them out and they're gone. That would be kind of fun. I actually like that idea. Maybe we'll do that. eBay's fees are just wild now, though. I mean, I feel like they take like 30%. You sell something for $100 and they're like, here's your $40. You're like, what the fuck? Like, where'd all that money go? It's just crazy. I at one point had like an eBay store and everything, so. What color should I build my commander deck? What the hell's a commander deck? I don't know what that even is. Yeah, they really do. Like, fees are just fucking crazy. 14% plus tax and fees? That's crazy. I mean, it used to be, like, free. Like, you used to be able to list, like, 30 items for free, right? Can you still list things for free? Or do they, like, charge you no matter what? Are we going to talk about Magic the Gathering? Is that what the Commander deck is? I haven't played Magic in, like... We talked about Magic earlier. We talked about it with the Brain Dead stuff. Yeah, I haven't played Magic the Gathering in forever. I played Magic in like 1997. There were probably like, I don't know, probably like 10 of us that played. We were probably like 13, 14, you know, somewhere around there. And then we like had our friend's mom, she started playing. And it was just stupid because she just would buy all the cards. You know, we're like 14 years old, 13. I'm like, I ain't got no money, dude. I'm like, I had to go mow lawns just to buy this like little starter pack of 10 cards or whatever. And it's like, what are you doing here? She's spending like $150 on cards. And we're like, what, lady? This isn't fair. So it was funny. Denise Brule, she was like a second mother to many of us. So she was fantastic. It's just funny. It's just not fair. Yeah, Magic, I never played any tournaments. Never got that into it. I was looking at Magic cards the other day. Some guy was opening like a $500,000 pack of cards or something, and I was like, oh my god. That's too many cards. It's just too many goddamn cards. I don't really like this. It's a little yellow, right? How does it look cooler? Does it look better, cooler, a little cooler? I think that's probably good. Anyway, give me something to talk about. What do you guys want to talk about? We can talk about... I don't know. Ways to make money in paintball? It's like all I think about. Oh yeah, with this we can go from like, you know, 20 like 2300 3200, sorry. Probably like a 6,000 or something like that. Well, look at how yellow that really is. Isn't that crazy looking? We can boost the blue and make it look even crazier. That's pretty neato. I don't like the shadow it's putting behind me though. Trump tan. We got that Trump tan on a low setting. That's funny. You know, that's something I'll never do. I'll probably never wear a bunch of makeup. I'm never going to wear lifts either. I'm not going to wear lifts. I'll probably never wear makeup. Jaundice, there you go. Tan's pretty funny. Chris Martin says, best recovery exercise tips for joints and soreness. Recovery exercises tips. Blah, blah, blah. I'm 6'5", 250, work out 2 to 5 times a week, but always feel like I was hit by a truck after a day at the field. I mean, well, the real answer is you're just out of shape. I mean, you gotta lose 40 pounds. You're just out of shape. I mean, that's the real answer. You know, I think about that with everything, right? You know, I think about myself. We're gonna turn the yellow down a little bit. Now it's gonna look like weird because it's like not yellow. I think about that for myself. It does look weird. I think about it for myself, you know, like I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, man, I go to the paintball field. Like I used to go to the field in the summer all the time, right? Every single day I played, not every single day, every single weekend I played in the summer for years, right? For like 5 or 6 years, every single weekend. And then now it's like, dude, I go out there and it's 90 degrees and I'm like, Jesus Christ, it is hot. But 90 degrees is not bad. You know, I'm used to 110 or 105, you know, playing in that temperature. And I just can't do it anymore. Like, I just can't do it. But I totally can, right? It's just because like I'm not adapted to it. I'm not in shape for it. I'm not used to that heat. My body's not like climatized to that heat. But I could be, right? You know, I could go sit in the sauna for longer. I could go to the field more regularly. I could go work out outside when it's 100 degrees. So I could like get used to that and adapt to that. And that same thing is probably happening at the paintball field, right? Like if you're like super beat up feeling and sore and stuff after all that, it's because your body's just not used to it. You know, it's how it is, really. I mean, I think at least. You know, it's like back in the day, you know, I think 20 years ago, you know, you could get away with not working out. You could get away with not like caring as much because our bodies were so much more efficient 20 something years ago. No matter what age you are, 20 years ago, unless you're like 14, but 20 years ago, you're just better. You're just more efficient. Everything's better about your body. So I think it's literally just about getting in shape. And I've never been out of like poor shape my entire life, but I'm probably the worst right now. And I can for sure feel it. And I know it's going to continue to get worse until I like recorrect it and then stay on track to continue correcting it. I don't know. I think about like health and fitness a lot. I don't know. Who knows? That's my theory on something. Got lumps for you, Paintball. Hello, sir. Me being 48, it's brutal 1 to 3 days after I play. Then that sciatica flares up for 2 weeks. Is that what that's sciatica? Yeah, I'll go back to that. I think it's just being out of shape. You know, obviously some people have like, you know, physical problems, but like, you know, you wouldn't be sore if you know, did that every day. You just wouldn't be sore anymore. The whole back problems are like weird too, because I think most back problems, like I have scoliosis, so I've certainly looked into back things and I understand sciatica a little bit. And I think that most back problems are all based around not being mobile enough, so not having enough flexibility, and then not having enough strength in certain positions. So like, for instance, my back hurts. My back hurt earlier today, right? My lower back. And I know that if my lower back hurts, it's actually like I'm too tight in the front of my body. So if I stretch the front of my body, like my hip flexors or quads, it's going to loosen my back up, so my back's not going to hurt anymore. So I think a majority of all of our problems, me too, right? Like that scoliosis problem is a result of not being strong enough in a certain side. I'm too strong on this side and too weak on this side, and it's not worked out. But yeah, yep. I think a large majority of our problems are from not having enough mobility in your body, right? Like being able to like pull your leg up really high or like do crazy stuff, like being able to move around, and then not being strong enough. It's probably where like most of our problems stem from. I talk about my grandpa all the time, not so much on here or much anymore because he's dead. He died maybe like 4 years ago. No, longer than that. 6 years ago-ish? Yeah. And I always talk about that. Like he was, I think healthily, he was not that bad when he passed away. He was 94, so that's pretty good. But he was like the last couple years of his life, he was just slowly like, and he was 6'4", and he was like slowly like getting smaller and smaller and like scrunching, and his back was just getting more and more fucked up. And it's just from not being strong enough. If he started lifting weights and doing deadlifts and like, lat pull downs and like, working on his traps, if he started doing that, even when he was in his 60s, he probably could have lasted longer. And it's just from deterioration. Your muscles just deteriorating. And he just literally, body couldn't take it anymore. And his heart just gave out. Yoga, Corey says, yeah, yoga's great. I mean, it's really difficult too. So, I have serious back injuries from football. Yeah, I mean, you get car accidents, which is a football accident. I mean, you get fucked up for sure. Yoga has truly gotten me back to comfort and confidence. And that's true too. I mean, being like sore and like hurt all the time, it just wrecks everything about everything, confidence and whatever, all kinds of stuff. If I see a 94-year-old lat pulling, I'm terrified. Let's hope so. I'll be 94 and doing lat pull downs. But I need like, I don't know. I don't have real gym equipment. I work out at home. I need a way to do single arm lat pull downs, and I can't like, I'm so big that it like, I'm just too big. I can't like set anything up in my apartment. I can just touch the ceiling too. Like everything just too big for lat pull downs. Even at the gym, if I sit in the machine, I kind of have to like it's weird. Anyway, I gotta increase my left lat size. This is a positive topic. The positive topic is that we have solutions to our problems. Yep. It should make you all feel good. It makes me feel good, when I've got something happening or I'm not happy about the way my life is going. At least, I know that there are solutions to my problems. I'm not like totally fucked and like, dead. So at least we have some solutions. Sit on the floor in Vegas at the one-arm band. I could do. The slot machines. That's pretty good. Even sitting on the floor. I'll sit on the floor and I have a mount. I attach a band to the ceiling. I still can't get like a good enough stretch. It's just crazy. I don't like how it's like hiding. Fucking had a comment this is obese. That's crazy. At least you ain't got 4 kids and horrifically obese wife. That's true. I don't have any of those things. Although there's this cat that's been outside that really wants me to, like, take him in. He's not out there anymore. Yeah, you got no more problems. I was listening to a podcast today about, damn, what did they call it? Let's see if I can find it real fast. I don't know, I can't remember what they actually called it, and I think I, like, deleted it, so that's not going to be helpful. Was called The Call to the Void. So has anybody ever experienced a moment when they're like standing on the edge of a cliff, or like, you know, you're standing on the edge of a building and you think to yourself, like, just really fleeting moment, like, I could just jump off right now. Like, not like you want to die or kill yourself, but it's just like a very fleeting thing that's like, I could jump right now, or like, I could just jump off this, or like, I could just die right now. It's like this weird, like, draw to, like, when you're in high spots, to like fall off, or like possibly veer your car off into incoming traffic. It's hard to say that like intrusive thoughts, but it's this weird, like, thing when you're on the edge of a building, when you're like, it's not like you want to do it, right? But like, it's this weird thing where you're like, I could just, it's not even, you're maybe not even thinking, this is how I've experienced this. You're maybe not even thinking it out loud. You're just kind of like, wow, like, if I just, you know, did this, I'd just die. Like, it would just be over. The second topic is worse. It's so interesting though. Like, why do we feel that way? Chris, I know exactly what you're talking about. Why? I don't know if that's like a thing in a lot of people. They don't really understand even why, but I was trying to think about it, and I'm like, I think it's because you're like right on the cusp. It's like you're totally in control, but you're like right on the edge of totally like ending it. Or it's like this fine line where it's like good and bad, and like, it's very interesting. Very interesting. But I've definitely felt that when I'm like, I don't know when I felt it, but I understand. Like, I can like feel it more than I can logically remember when it happened. Very interesting. Jake, I had exactly that moment at a 5-star resort in Palm Desert, California. You didn't say the California part. And for whatever reason, there was Led Zeppelin's Trampled Underfoot playing in the background. It took me a second, sorry. That was all my fault. Jake's spelling, grammar, great. Yeah, it's so weird. It's very weird. I don't know. It's just this very odd, like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but Stuff You Should Know podcast did a very good episode on that today. I listened to today. Also a very good movie called The Bridge, about suicide and the Golden Gate Bridge. Fantastic documentary. You guys didn't watch your dad go through hell, so you didn't repeat it. Well, some people watch their dads go through hell and then they don't repeat it, right? I don't know. Yep, you're learning stuff with Josh and Chuck. I've listened to that podcast for 15 some odd years. It's the only podcast I actually listen to. Very good. Stuff You Should Know. Masterpiece. Goddamn fucking masterpiece. Yep. The call of the void is a person's subconscious attempting to encourage a greater appreciation of what it feels like to be alive, as opposed to wanting to lure someone to their death. I kind of understand that, and I think they're like, they're not really sure, but that was one of the like things that I think they said was that like it's possible that those moments of you thinking that makes you realize why you're alive and you're happy to be alive and that you don't want to die, and it reminds you that you can die and it's really close. I don't know. They were also saying that it's possible that I don't have these words correct, but there's two parts of our brain. There's been like books about this and all kinds of stuff. We have like this fast way of thinking and our slower way of thinking. So we have like our lizard brain, and then you have like your common sense or like your logical one where you actually think stuff out. And they were also saying that it's possible that what's happening when you're really that high up is that you're like, your lizard brain knows you're in danger. So the fastest way to get away from that danger is just be on the ground. So what it's telling you is just go to the ground, like jump to the ground, like be on the ground. And that you're able to actually not do that because you can like override that thought or whatever. I don't know. Who knows? Either way, it's crazy, right? It's just weird. It's a very odd thing. And I've definitely felt it way more than one time. JP, hey Brad, I joined late. Did I miss any farts? No. I can do that though. No farts. I don't have any farts today. Your turd eye. I like that. Your turd eye. That's pretty good. I'd never heard open your turd eye. I like that. So next time you're at a bridge, don't jump off. That's the takeaway from this, I guess. That's true. Well, guys, we talked about a lot of nonsense tonight. Hopefully you learned something. Maybe you're gonna jump off a bridge. Don't do that. Please don't. All right, guys. Unless you got questions, hit me with questions or I'm gonna go. Matt, don't jump off a bridge. Yeah, I was like, you can definitely get an idea. Dude, some brains, I don't know why all your comments get like trapped. Just gotta go skydiving and you can probably get the same feeling, right? Call of the Void. Chris Martin with that super chat. Call of the Void to farts. Where else can you get this content? Nowhere. Well, in lots of places. You just gotta find someone willing to talk about anything. I mean, I talk about literally anything. Pretty much. I mean, you guys can get my opinion on anything. I'll give it. I've also been told that I share way too much, so... There's been girls I've gone out with and they're like, you tell way too much information. And I'm like, personally, I think it's a superpower. So. How to conserve paint. Get a pump gun. That was always my answer back in the day was get a pump gun. Get a pump gun or you could do that. It's all romantic. Get a pump gun or just don't get a mechanical gun. I don't know. Don't shoot so much. The words fat and loser are bad. Okay. Is that a question? The words fat and loser are bad? Any update on the dye litigation? I don't think so. I think that, let's actually find that. We'll look at that really fast. I'll show you guys. Okay, we go to Reddit and we go to Paintball. And then they did have it as a sticky. I gotta find my post in here. Good Lord. I was just watching Paintball Ruin My Life, and he made a reference to wearing suits for playing woodsball. That's not me. Maybe if I, like, go to my, like, thing. I'm just trying to find an actual link that I posted. Posts? Comments? There we go. Okay. Browser. Oh my god. Oh, I'm human. Please. Cloudflare, trust me. No, I mentioned woodsball suits. I mentioned Dave Youngblood. In the last video I made about Hyperball and like the birth of Airball and Speedball kinda. I talked about Dave Youngblood like wearing a suit all the time in there and kind of made fun of him a little bit. I also make fun of him a little bit in the next video. Okay, so case details. We have Doe versus Die Precision. A John Doe not being named in this case. But here's all of the information. Like here's all the like court proceedings and everything. There's a lot of these documents. I mean, look at how many documents have been submitted, you know, like 75 or whatever. But what I came here for really was to show this. It looks like they're going to have a trial readiness conference, whatever that is, on the 23rd. Then there's on the 29th, there's some discovery hearing, which I don't even really know what this stuff is. I kind of know what a jury trial is, and that is set to take place the 13th of next month. So I assume, you know, at some point we'll have information in September. But look at all the lawyers that are involved with this too. Look at all these goddamn fucking lawyers. All these people just getting fucking rich. Like a bunch of dirtbags. All these lawyers. You got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You got 9 lawyers. Discovery hearing is where each side presents their evidence. I kind of knew what discovery was. Sorta, I guess. I see. So they'll have to present evidence, and then they go to trial like 2 weeks later or whatever it was. A week later. Scheduled hearings. I guess, 3 weeks later. Or no, whatever. 2 weeks. So, yep. That's the most we've talked about that die stuff. I don't really, you know. It's fine. I don't know what to say. Oh. Yep. That is the most we've spoken about it. The most I've talked about it. Oh wow, there's this again, guys. Look at this. This is on Reddit right now. I don't know if this is gonna work. Do I have to like be... No, that's not what I wanted to do. We talked about this like, I don't know, about a year ago, and then we talked about this like fairly recently as well. The push propel. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know anything about these even. Like, I don't know. It looks fucking huge though. Look how long it looks. the push propel, but it's actually the RMAC, right? That said RMAC right there, yeah. Blowtech RMAC. Yeah, I don't know. About all I know. Someone just posted more pictures. Who knows? We'll not be reviewing that though, probably. Brad, what's the next video? Something about the MPPL. The goal is for you channel members, anyone who's a channel member, the goal is to have it up on Friday. That's my target date. We're gonna hope. I mean, it's gonna be a shit ton of work. I hope that I can actually finish it by then, but that is my goal. So hopefully, for channel members, that will be up on Friday. Really, the MPPL, kind of like the rise and fall of the MPPL, we'll say, something like that. How the MPPL got started and what misadventures they had along the way. How about the new Meteor pump? Yeah, I did see some of those new Meteor guns. They look really good. Do they, And then there's also the new, do they have them on like their web? Do they have them on their website? There's also the new, whatchamacallit. There's another new Nova that came out. What if we hit shop? Yeah, it is really cool. That pump handle's kind of wacky. I really like the body, though. I've always been a fan of those, like, smooth, like, those round bodies. I always like that. Reminds me of, like, the old Shock Tech guns. $449's a really good price, though. Yeah, that's a really good price, huh? I never thought about the price, really, but $449's probably really good. I mean, I was lucky enough to have Meteor Paintball send me one of those bodies right there. It's crazy though, because they kind of quit making stuff and then it sort of came back a little bit. Oh, super high quality stuff though. And it's something we need. I mean, we definitely need a good pump gun. I mean, we literally have none. So just having one at all would be good. Just freaking one. Quest. I don't know. What are my thoughts on the Quest? I don't know. I mean, I really don't. You know, I mean, it's been 20 years. Exactly 20 years ago. I don't know. I mean, the company was weird. I mean, it was really just kind of a knockoff of the Shocker, right? Wasn't it essentially just a Shocker? There's definitely the CCM guns. Those are like, you gotta wait forever, and they're super expensive too. I mean, you gotta spend like $1,000, $1,500 to get one of those, which is just not realistic. You know, I mean, you can buy, you know, fucking CS2 for that price. So it's kind of weird. So having something that people can just buy would be a good idea. Hinman keeps talking about retailers not moving gear, so something is happening at a distribution level he is hearing. Well, I'm hearing that the whole industry is slow because everything's just so fucking expensive. I mean, you literally go anywhere and everything's expensive. So I don't think that it has anything to do with paintball, the slowing down of sales, because it's happening for sure, but it's happening everywhere. I mean, everyone throughout the world is seeing slower sales through every single sector in the United States. That's kind of why I think we're seeing a lot of stock market dip stuff too, is because it's, you know, everything has just gotten so expensive that people aren't buying things anymore. I think. Faux show. You know, because people were buying shit like crazy. I mean, paintball was booming during COVID because everybody had so much money. I mean, people had free money from the government. Nobody was working. So people were just spending money like crazy. So I think it's more just the economy than paintball in general. There's a problem with paintball. I don't think it's like I don't know. Macroeconomic lessons, definitely not. Definitely not. I just know that a lot of industries are down. I know that like scuba diving equipment's like scuba equipment is sales have gone down a lot in the last like year. Skateboarding sales have gone down, paintball sales have gone down, computer sales have gone down. Like everything's, kind of going down. So I don't know. No one had to go anywhere during lockdown. It also helped, lockdown stuff also helped paintball because of it was like an outdoor activity and stuff. But as somebody who worked at the paintball store during that time, it was crazy. I mean, people were spending so much fucking money on everything. It was wild. I mean, it was mainly just like, ghetto people spending money. Do people still skateboard? Yeah, for sure. Just like people probably wonder if people still play paintball. Yeah, McDonald's has gotten crazy. I mean, I don't go to McDonald's often, but I see like, fast food, people complaining about fast food online. And I went to McDonald's maybe like a month ago. In the morning, I got 2 sausage egg McMuffins. And yeah, they were like, I think they're $6 for 2, which isn't bad. I mean, that's not bad. I think they were like, they were like $2 each, but like, 5 years ago or whatever. Define ghetto peoples. People that, I mean, typically they're poor. I'm poor too, but I'm not ghetto. So typically that makes, typically they're lower economic status. I'd say that they're rude. I'd say they're loud people that don't, they're not polite or care about other people. It's got mainly more to do with like the way they are as their inner being than anything else. Yep. And it's all those people that are like that are also making poor decisions every day, right? So when they got like that extra $500 a month, or they got that, $600 check from California or whatever it was, I don't really remember. All those people just didn't make good decisions, and they just went and bought a bunch of random ass paintball stuff. I mean, I was assaulted at the paintball store by all these people. So yeah. Some of those crazy people that were just spending money. And the economy boomed. I mean, the economy was booming then because everybody got money and everyone was just spending, the extra $1,000 they had or whatever. People that talk in movies, sure, that would be a ghetto person or something. I don't know. I don't know about the Australian breakdancer. I was assaulted at the paintball store. I have a video of it, but I was asked not to show the video, so we won't show the video. I could tell you about it. If anybody's ever been to Sac Paintball store, Sac Paintball in Sacramento, literally, here's Sac Paintball. Sac Paintball store, right there. So this was crazy, right? This was this had to have been 2020, right? I was working at the store once a week. I worked like, I don't know, it was like Saturday. I think I worked Saturday from like 8 to 2, or no, like 8 to 4, I don't know, something like that. I worked once a week. And I kind of just worked at the store at the time because it was something to do, right? I just was like, oh, I'll help out. And like, I didn't really dislike it. I like it. I like talking to people and kind of like, helping out and just talking about paintball. Worked there once a week. And what's crazy is, this is what I'm talking about, right? Like, a lot of people got money, and it became like this weird thing where like during COVID for like 4 months, it was like as soon as we like kind of opened the store back up, it was just like an onslaught of like just crazy people, like just a bunch of like ghetto crazy people that had extra money to spend and they were spending it. And it was like, why are you doing this here? And like, it became like I wasn't even working at a paintball store. It was just like selling random people random guns to go shoot in the front yard and shoot each other in the street. And like, they were like doing paintball drive-bys and like all kinds of weird shit was happening at that time. And I truly think it was just because a bunch of people got a bunch of free money. But there was one day where like, oh man, I don't know, a group of 5 people came in, and I think we all know these people, right? They're walking around loud and kind of yelling at each other and just like maybe like picking shit up and putting it down somewhere else, and just like it's just chaos, right? So at the time I was the only person there. So it's like, yeah, it's just chaos in there, right? And I'm okay with it because I've been working and talking to people and customers like this forever. So it doesn't really like make me nervous or bother me or whatever. So it's just chaos there. And then another group of people comes in, about 5 people, and these people have guns loaded. So they have like loaded paintball guns and like paint in their hoppers. Guns are fully loaded and they're just walking in the fucking store. And I'm like, what is going on? So I had to go out to the front of the store, and like, this guy's like walking with his gun, like just walking like this and pointing his gun all over the place. And there's no barrel cover on or anything. So I'm put his gun down. I'm like, dude, you can't, like, you gotta point it at the ground at least. And I'm like, you can't have that in here like this and whatever. And he's like, don't touch me. And he like gets all upset and like starts yelling at me. And he's like, it was just crazy for like maybe a minute and a half. And then I'm not mad. I'm like, all right, dude. He calms down. That guy, whatever. That guy goes away. And then about, I don't know, 5 minutes later, 2 other women come in the door. One of them with a fucking eye patch. I mean, literally an eye patch. Like she just got out of surgery eye patch. Like a bunch of gauze on her eye and like a piece of tape, like taped across her head because it like to keep the gauze on. Insane. I don't know. She comes in the store though. There's 2 other girls. I think, right? I have to really think about this to like really remember. But so there's one girl standing in the store, kind of by the cash register, which is like right across from the front door. This other girl walks in, the girl with the eye patch, and just starts shooting this girl. Like, in the store. Just like, just shooting this girl. She's like a spider or like a Tipman 98. Dude, I should just show you guys. We're just going to watch the video. Fuck it. It doesn't really matter. This was a while ago. I gotta just find it really fast. It's in like it's not on my like regular account. But, yep, girl starts shooting this other girl in the store. There we go. November 4th, 2020. We gotta unlist it, though, so we can watch it. Cannot save until errors are resolved. No, this is not for kids. This is only like 2 minutes long, so this was kind of quick. So the one girl starts shooting a girl in the back. Or shooting her in the front, I guess. I don't know. And she's like, we'll just watch it. The part that kind of sucks about this video, though, this is not like actual like security camera footage. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. So the girl in the like pink sweatshirt, I think she's got the patch on her eye. I mean, the bad part about this, though, is this is not the actual video footage. This is like someone watching it on their phone, so they're kind of zooming and looking around and stuff, but we'll watch this all. And you might not really be able to see it all. So here's where it goes down. So this girl grabs the other gun. I don't know, was the other girl shooting her? Okay. Yeah, I don't really remember. So this girl says some shit and just starts shooting in the store. And then that's me right there. So you can see me right there in that, like, you know, well, I don't know. That's me right there, obviously. And I'm like, you know, instinctually, just like, what in the fuck are you guys doing? They fall behind the counter, and you can see this guy in the blue shirt. He has nothing to do with them. So he's like, what in the fuck's happening? He was just crazy. So I like kind of fall on him, and unfortunately you can't see because the camera doesn't go over there. And there's another camera, but you can't. They covered all the angles now, but you can't see. But in this position, I had one girl in a headlock, and the other girl I was just kind of pushing away like that so they wouldn't fight each other. But at some point I get shot in the back by this guy. See, it's kind of chaos. There's shit falling down because I'm like wrestling. Now I get shot in the back, I think. At some point I'm getting shot. One of those guys shoots me in the back like 4 or 5 times. So there was a bunch of chaos happening. I'm just like, get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck. Like, you're not going to scare me with a paintball gun. So see your eye patch? So it's like, what are you doing? Like, she like got in a paintball fight and got shot in the fucking eye before, dog? Like, see this guy in the blue shirt still? He's kind of like, what the fuck? See, I got shot in the back. Maybe a couple bounced or something. But they left. Oh, that guy's still in the fucking store, too. Oh, she's still in the store. I'm like, all right, you gotta fucking leave now, idiots. But they're all like 18, 19. So they're really young, too. I don't know what we were doing here. They're like looking for shit or whatever. And I'm like, nope, you gotta go. I'm like, time to leave. What's crazy, too, is one of the girls, like, I'm not sure who it was, but one of them, who's that guy? There's like a weird spot in the video where it skipped. So I let this guy back in to find some shit or something. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. I mean, I'm not like assaulted, right? But what's crazy, yeah, is one of those girls called back and was like, I forgot my shoes. And I was like, hung up on her. I'm like, no. But this day, I don't know if you can tell. Let's see, right here is when I probably lock all the doors. That guy standing on the side. There's that guy standing on the side right here by the masks. There were 2 guys in the store. They were like, what the fuck? And I don't think they left because they didn't. I don't know. They maybe wanted to help me or something. Zoom over to that guy. She's like, what is happening? So I shut the door and lock the door right there. And then I grab the remote. The door's locked. So no one can come in. And I trust this guy and the other guy that was in the store. I didn't show it, but that was the last day I worked there, and I just left. I was like, all right, see you guys later. And I locked the gate. I rolled the big gate down and was like, adios. That was the last time I worked there. But I brought that up is because like it's because if you go to Sack Paintball, if you actually go to the store now, that's why the door is locked. You have to be like buzzed in or like allowed inside because of that incident. What's crazy too is like, it was kind of wild, right? It was those kind of just wild people, you know, white guys, Asian guys, black guys, didn't matter. They're all just like, you know, ghetto crazy people. Probably more white guys, really. It's more like weird white tweaker guys than anything. I don't know what else. I was lost my train of thought. Yeah, but it's crazy. Like, it was like that for a long time, right? Just crazy, weird customers like that, right? Selling paintball guns to people like that. And then as soon as that happened, nothing ever happened again. None of those people were coming to the store. Nothing ever happened again. So I don't know if it like spread around the community and no one went there. So it was weird. I really wasn't ever nervous or scared, which is good. It's probably technically assault, but like, you know, what the fuck? I don't know. They weren't trying to like shoot me, or that guy wasn't trying to shoot me when I was on the ground. He was trying to shoot one of those girls, so any of those people want to fight me, they're gonna get fucked up too, so yeah, it was just interesting. But it is funny though, because there's a big roll-up door, you know, like the big security, like huge doors that like roll down in like front of liquor stores and stuff. There's one of those on the inside. So I just locked that door and was like, boop, shut that security door. I was like, nope, never coming back. But it was funny because I was literally talking to Gina, one of the owners of the store. I was like, I don't want to work here if we're just going to sell like, you know, this crazy stuff to people. And, you know, I was here because it was like kind of fun and whatever, but this ain't fun no more. So it was funny. It was crazy. That's my crazy paintball story. Did you tell him to put a barrel condom on after? No, after that shit. I don't even care anymore. Just leave. Never come back. I don't want to see you again. Exciting days. Yeah, I know they called the police. The police were called and stuff. But I don't know. Whatever. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, me personally, you know, I don't care. But main thing I'm worried about is the store. You know, that's one of the reasons where it's like, in those situations, I always want to be like cool and calm. Because I don't want like, you know, people coming back and like fucking the store up, or like, that guy was an asshole, let's go shoot the store and break the windows or something. That's definitely what I don't want. So I just wanted those people to leave. Tyler, we had a guy just recently that rolled up behind our warehouse and started unloading a pistol on a chair he bought back there. He brought back there with his car. We heard it and we're like, that sounds really close. That's wild. Had to tell him like, dude, what are you thinking? He's not. I could see that. You know, I used to work in the ghetto. I've always worked in the ghetto. All the paintball stores, the stores that I've worked at have always been in the ghetto. In the ghetto. That's why I've been pretty good at like talking to crazy people. Pretty good at homeless people. Pretty good at, you know, give me your crazy people. I'll talk to your crazy people. Yeah, it was definitely exciting. I mean, it was definitely an exciting experience. It was definitely exciting. At that moment, it wasn't bad too, probably, because like when it went down in the store, there weren't a lot of people in there. I mean, there were like maybe 5 minutes before that, there were probably like 10 people in the store, 12 people, and I was the only person there at the time. So if it was, which I'm also fine with. I don't know. I don't know. Is meth big in Sac? Yeah, probably. I mean, meth's big everywhere. I mean, meth is literally big everywhere. It's like fentanyl. It's like, yeah, it's big literally everywhere. I mean, meth is big everywhere. I mean, it's big in every city in the world right now. Maybe not the world, but it's definitely big in America, that's for sure. Ain't no question. Did anyone attempt to sell you obviously stolen markers? Not like, it's hard to say obvious, because it's not like they're like, hey, I just, you know, stole this. But for sure, there have been people that are like, I don't know what this is. My friend gave, or he's like, my friend, you know, people that are like, my friend gave me this, and I just want to sell it for like $100. But it's like, you know, a CS3 or some shit. It's like brand new. There's too much moderation on this. it's like a, brand new CS3 for $100, and you're like, It's only happened a few times, but like, what do you do in that situation? I don't detain the guy, like call the police, and I'm like, this guy's trying to sell me a stolen paintball gun, and they're like, all right, have fun. Do I have a firearm? Nope, no firearms. I prefer not to have a firearm. I think having a gun is worse than not having a gun, honestly. I mean, the only time I'd pull a gun out on somebody, like, imagine, like, I don't think I'd ever do it. Like, when are you going to do it? If somebody else has a gun, would you do it? Because then, like, you better be fast. I'd prefer not to have a gun, almost. Because it's not going to put me in a weird situation where I have to kill someone or someone's trying to kill me. I don't know how to fight at all, though, Sue, so there's also that. And I'm really big, which gives me an advantage. People are just scared of me because I'm big. It's like we watched that video of those people, me standing with those people, and it's like, they're all like little kids. It's kind of hard to tell. Oh, that guy's not that big. He's not that small. Anyway. Yeah, no firearms. I know that, I don't know now, but in the state of California, if you were the owner and operator of the business, you could conceal carry inside the building without a permit and anything. So I could have just, I could have a firearm on me, but what am I going to do? Like, really? It just seems insane. Just crazy. What's the biggest to purchase? I don't know. Probably $10,000 or something like that. It's always very weird too, because, we're so used to like, I'd think about like most of us buying paintball stuff. If you go to the paintball store, you're like, yeah, and you're like kind of interested, and you're like, that one's like, $200 more, what are the differences between these? I'm used to talking to customers about like what they should buy and like, what the pros and cons are, because most of us are kind of worried about like, what we're spending our money on. I don't have a ton of money, so I'm not like trying to just blow it. But every once in a while you get a customer who's just like, oh, I'll take that one. He's like, oh yeah, we'll get 2 of those. Give me 3 of those tanks. Give me, I'll take 5 boxes of paint. We'll take 4 of those masks. There's sometimes those people, and it's like, you're like, okay, I mean, yeah, all right. But I'd prefer to talk to them, and sometimes it feels weird, because you're like, I don't know what that's like. I don't know what that's like to just buy everything that I want. So I kind of always am like worried it's like a stolen credit card or something. Tyler? With that $19.99 super chat. Thank you, sir. It would be dinner money. Well, maybe. Maybe tomorrow it will be. I'm probably going to make a chicken sandwich here. Made some chicken yesterday. We like those customers. I like those customers, that spent a lot of money, but it was just weird. I'd prefer to help them like I normally would, rather than just like them just buying stuff, because I'd want to give them advice, or I don't know. So it was kind of weird when people would just like, give me this, and then sometimes you could tell too when the person's card was going to get declined too. So it was pretty obvious. Grumpy Plumber, owning a firearm is like having a commercial's driver's license. Also something I don't want. It's a big responsibility, and some people just don't want or need it. Yeah, that's true. I don't think anybody needs really guns to protect themselves, honestly. So, I'm in that camp that doesn't think that anybody needs a gun, really, for protection. Chris, Sack Paintball Store is awesome. Always wondered why you needed to knock to enter. Now you do. Now you know. That's why. It's really kind of nice not having it. It's good and bad having the knock to enter thing, 'cause it allows you to like go in the back really fast. and not have to worry about people coming in and you not like hearing a door or something, which is good. Yep. Yeah, I just don't understand like I just don't understand the whole like I need a gun for defense thing. I mean, you know, I could see having like a shotgun or something like that if you like, you know, if you had a home and a family and stuff like that, but I mean, when the fuck do you need a gun? You know, you need like, I need a sewing kit more than I need a gun, and I'm not carrying a sewing kit around with me. Or like a snake bite kit, you know? So, JP, Lone Wolf said they had a dad, we're going to go dad buy 10 Pro Shocker packages for his kid and sons. I'd believe it, you know? I'd believe it. I mean, there were definitely times where, like, you know, dads would buy $2,000 guns for their kid who'd never played paintball, and you're like, you're sure? You're sure? Yeah, I couldn't imagine working at a gas station or a liquor store late at night, but I also can't imagine pulling a gun out and killing somebody. For what reason? The only reason I could do that is if I was going to die, right? If they were going to kill me. But am I really going to, like, if someone has a gun pointed at me, am I going to be like, and like shoot them? Like, it's just crazy to me. It just seems crazy to me. It's just so wild. I just don't understand. Do you ever play at tag? Maybe. I don't really fully remember, though. Maybe like a really long time ago, and probably only once or twice, so... When the cops take forever to show up for armed robberies, having your own gun is handy. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So if someone's strong-armed robbering you, and they got like a gun pointed at you, and they're like, give me your money, and you have a gun, what are you doing? Are you going to like John Wick your way out of it? Like, that's not happening. I mean, we've all shot guns before. You know, we've all shot enough paintball guns where you got to know that, like, you're not going to hit anything. You know, it's like, you watch real gunfights and they don't hit anything. Everyone who did need a gun isn't here to tell you that. I don't know. Are they? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why we're talking about guns. It's crazy. Remember, there's like so many road rage videos where people have guns and stuff. There was that one recently where like some guy like he like walked to a truck, or like this guy was super mad, got out of his car and he had a gun in his hand, and he kind of walked like this with it pointed forward, but when he got to the truck he kind of put it down, but the guy in the truck had a gun too, and he just was like pulled it up and was like boom boom and like shot him just like I think in the neck and the head or something, and he just crumbled. Like, that shit's crazy. But, like, I don't know. I just don't want to die. So, I think I take my life serious. A little too serious, maybe. Yeah, I'm just never gonna... I hope I'm never in the scenario where I need to have a gun. I'm definitely not going to be in a scenario where there's a road rage incident. Because I'm going to move to Spain where we don't drive. Alright, I'm getting out of here. It's almost 6:30. And, I don't know. I've been doing this for a while. Guys, keep it real. I'm just closing all these windows right now. Yep. Channel members, if you want, look Friday. I'm going to do my best to have this MPPL video done by Friday. If not, it'll be done very soon. But if you're a channel member, it'll be up a little bit earlier for you. If you're not, you're going to have to wait a little longer. Maybe like 2 weeks-ish, somewhere around there. Maybe go check out some merch. Buy some merch. It's literally 30% off if you use that code. If you buy barrel covers or headbands. If not, you know, cool. I will see you guys. I gotta click this button to make it end. I will see you guys Monday.